Yes, it is that time of year again. It comes around so fast for us. 2009 was the first year. We're talking Arthur's Day, and some of music's biggest acts have descended on the city. So what better way for us to start than with Mark from The Script. Mark, welcome. How are you?
This is the better way to start.
It's a good way, isn't it?
It's downhill from here.
No. Don't be saying this. We were just talking actually off camera. The first time I had spoken to you guys was, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 years ago when you played, certainly down at Oxygen, and you were just kind of somewhat starting out. It's been an amazing few years, hasn't it?
It's absolutely been one of the craziest journeys I think we've ever been on. You know, like back then, who'd have thunk it that we'd be sitting here today, getting invited back to Arthur's Day to play over the next couple of days. We've always watched other bands do these sort of things and been extremely jealous about it, and here we are getting the opportunity. So it's really cool, yeah.
Things that you only dream about. And speaking of dreams, I mean, summer-wise, this has been unbelievable. Sellout shows in the O2, in the INEC, in the Odyssey. Could you ever have imagined? What was it like actually playing those shows? It was your own big, massive gig, you know?
It's always amazing to come home again as well, you know, because we've now reached success around the rest of the world as well, which is pretty crazy for us. We're travelling all year round, trying to keep up with the likes of your Australia, South Africa's, America and stuff like that. So coming home is now becoming a bit more of a thing for us, you know. I don't know what it is. It's just family again, isn't it? Everybody here has known us since the beginning and has seen the kind of journey of this band, and we feel that camaraderie with everybody, and everybody wears us here like a badge. So it feels really great, and just to come home again is brilliant. But playing the gigs over the summer, you can't ever imagine those things. We never take it for granted. We never sit there thinking this is going to sell out, this is going to go well. We always try our best to check ourselves and give ourselves a reality check and say, you know, we need to put on the best shows we can put on. And I think it showed. I think everybody came in full force and enjoyed the shows anyway. We got good reports. They
certainly did. I mean, I didn't get to see the gigs that certainly that you did in the O2, but I was reading one of the reviews of somebody who'd gone last minute, said that he was on the fence as to whether he was going to enjoy it. And he said it was one of the best shows he'd been at. He actually couldn't believe it because he was saying the actual stage show itself. I mean, how much work would you guys have in that?
We do across the board. A lot of people don't know, from videos to stage show, we do absolutely everything. There's nothing that goes past us when it comes to creativity. We have to put our names to it because like this, someone's going to ask us about it, and if you don't have a hand, then you're not going to know much about it. We help design it. We come up with the concepts. It all comes from, everything for us is music, so it all comes from our albums, you know. That was the 3 tour for us, so it was just all about that synergy of three lads coming together, finally reaching that point on our 3rd album, and just getting that chance to do those shows. But across the board, I'm just glad the journos like it, because sometimes they write a report and they weren't even there, you know. So it was just glad to see someone there giving us a proper.
You rarely see nice reviews like that, and you kind of read it and you do a double take. You must go, I wasn't expecting that.
I've often had journos say, you know, critiquing the show, and they say, when they played Rusty Halo, we didn't play Rusty Halo. Or they mentioned songs that, and you go, they weren't there. I'd love to call the boss and say they actually were not there.
They were probably in the O2 with Shazam up going, okay.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm just glad we on this tour alone we really got great reports across the board. And then finally, when the tour moved into festivals, that's where it really stands to you. If you can play festivals, we were headline and co-headline for most of the festivals throughout Europe and Ireland, the UK over the past summer as well, which was a huge feat for us. And you know, those people are not coming to buy tickets just to see you. They're buying tickets to see every other band as well, and that's a real litmus test on, are you any good enough?
But it's great as well, because then it means that people who maybe mightn't have gone to see you suddenly kind of go, we saw this great band that we maybe didn't think we'd like, and we love them now.
A lot of people can't connect the dots from your albums to your live shows. It's very difficult to have. For us, the live shows are the undownloadable experience, and you're able to download music, so it's the one thing you can't get. And until you come to a Script show, you don't really know what it's about. So that was, like you say, people walking away going, especially people who didn't know the band initially, walking away saying this is a great live show. So that's all we care about, you know.
It's always nice to blow someone's mind who isn't expecting it. And where would you say, obviously leaving Ireland out of it, where's the best place that you've played so far? Because sometimes abroad, crowds can really enjoy something, but they don't look like they're enjoying it, and you're wondering, they're very they can be quite sedentary and go, that was brilliant. You're like, how come you weren't moving?
This is hilarious, weren't you laughing? Even in the likes of Denmark, they have a weird way of even letting you know. They don't clap, they go, ooh. So at first we thought they're booing us off stage.
Was it around Halloween or anything? No.
And they're just a weird way of showing the appreciation to people. It's not a clapping thing. It's a sound they make. So we were like, "Are we?"
That would freak me out if I heard that.
Yeah. And in Philippines, they start throwing paper airplanes at us. You know, so they literally.
At least they weren't rocks,
yeah,
you know.
Thankfully, but we were like, "Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing?" And he's like, "No, this is the height of respect in this country."
And you played over in Dubai as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was that like? Because it's, I mean, it's. I've only flown into it, and I haven't actually left the airport. I was just going through it, but it just seems so crazy.
It is absolutely
over there. It's like this mad fake world. What's it like?
It's the Truman Show in some ways, where you go in, everything is brand new across the board. It's super clean. And you can understand why. I mean, they also have an awful lot of rules there. And I would suggest anyone ever travelling to Dubai, learn the law before you go there. You know?
We actually even got stopped. Like, all our bags were searched going through the airport, and you start getting panicked. You're like, did I do something wrong? I don't know. I might have something in my bag I shouldn't have.
I mean, you can't even kiss your girlfriend in public. You can't even if you're cursing. It's terrible for me because I'm a terrible man with a bad mouth. If I was even cursing in a restaurant or in a bar with my friends, somebody else can report you and you can be put in jail.
So you can't kiss anyone in public. I knew you couldn't do other things because I know people had been arrested, but I thought nothing.
Nothing, not even kiss, yeah. So you have to go there completely respecting the culture. And I think that it is great. I think that's great for any person that's going to travel. You got to know the culture a little bit and know what you're getting yourself into. Like on stage, we do a thing on stage where we do a cheers. We get a Guinness and just have a little cheers with the crowd and just say, as we would as Irish people. And they were like, you cannot have alcohol on the stage. It's just not a thing. So, things like that. And if you slip up a little curse is like it's a big no. So
it's terrible because I'd say you're kind of on edge, going, I hope I don't do something accidentally and just get lost in the moment.
It's happened, and we've said things, and we've tried to run off with each other. What are you saying? Yes,
So tell us about. Are you working on the fourth album at the moment? How has that been going so far? Because obviously, I know Danny's finished up on The Voice, so it's at least you've got him out. You've got him back full time.
We have him back full time. Yeah, when Danny was busy doing The Voice, it was extremely tough because we were working round the clock. And fair play to him, he had to do The Voice and then come into us and try get vocals and stuff like that. Now we have all this time. It's the first time we're actually off tour and able to make an album that nobody's pressurising us to have it done in a particular amount of time. Usually before we were only able to write 10, 14 songs, and that's what went on a record. Now we kind of have a chance to write 20 songs, 30 songs and pick the best of the best from that. So that's really exciting for us because we've never had that opportunity, and we want to come back to Ireland and make a lot of it as well. So that's going to be a huge thing for us too,
And any collaborations planned for it, or can you tell?
We're always open for collaborations. We've been reaching out to some people and talking to some friends of ours that we've built up over the years. And really, for us, it's about the song. If the song isn't right, then there's just no point, And it was like Hall of Fame for us. We'd already written Hall of Fame, and when Will heard it, it just made sense then for him to get involved with us. It was just one of those things. So we tend to need to write a bunch of material first and just see what naturally happens from there. A lot of times people do collaborations on the internet. They're doing them over a phone line.
Yeah.
They're doing them in different worlds. They've never been in the same studio together, and that really doesn't interest us. We'd like to be eye-to-eye creativity with an artist, and I think that's when you're going to get more exciting results.
I think when you're in the studio together, new elements might come in that they aren't going to come in over an ISDN line or anything else.
Exactly.
So obviously you're here for Arthur's Day.
Yes.
Super excited, I'd imagine. You'll be able to do the Guinness cheer later. I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with that
I
one.
won't have a problem, no. They'll be finally able to do it without being kicked out of the country.
No fear there.
No fear.
So obviously we don't know where you're playing, and even if we did, we wouldn't tell anyone, or we'd have to be shot.
Yes.
But we do know that you're going to be in the Guinness Storehouse this evening. Do tell us.
Yeah, we've been invited down to the Guinness Storehouse this evening to play a couple of songs. I think we're going to just it's one of those private little shows that is going on. I think it's just in Codaline, maybe a couple of other bands. And we're just looking forward to get up there and back playing in Ireland again. I think it's going out on RTÉ as well, so hope
it
you
is
guys
indeed.
enjoy it.
It's on the TV tonight. And Mark, it's been a pleasure to chat to you.
Thank you.
And enjoy your couple of days at home
Yeah,
anyway.
It's going to be fun. Thank you.